Hello, friends. Welcome to Tuesday at 2. My name is Genevieve Coe, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I love to share stamping. I love to connect with you on my Facebook page each week on Tuesday around 2. Um, as we wait for some friends to join in, what I might do is see if I can turn off my heater. It's been so chilly in my basement that I had to turn on my heater so I didn't feel like I was in the Arctic. Hi, Maureen. Great. If you are here, make sure to comment and say hello, because I think our Tuesday at 2 videos are the perfect time to just connect. Whether this is your first time watching my video or your 20th time, you're totally welcome. I love to share Stampin' Up! Products. I love to share what I've been creating, and I love to share what's going on in my business because I offer different classes, and sometimes you also get to hear what's going on in my life. Hi, Layla. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jennifer. You might get a slice of what's going on in my life. So I hope it's just a great time for us to connect and just take a little escapism from the stresses of life and just play with pretty papers, pretty ink colors, and get excited together. So good. And of course, you can chat with each other. What I normally do is I do read through the comments each week, and then I just pick a winner from all the comments. So even if you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment because you may still be picked as the lucky winner for a little bit of happy mail. And also it adds to the fun of the conversation of our time together. So welcome everybody. I have so much news to share. I actually don't even know where to begin. I'm wondering whether, like, I tried to put things out on my table, but as you know, it's always a little bit hazardous here. I've got a giant box of like new product in the middle of my floor because I want to keep it out where I can see it, where I'm more likely to craft with it because it's new. But that also means it's blocking the way to my table where I have laid out my project for today and also laid out a couple of um, cards of a new class that I'm doing. Hi, Nan. How are things in Nova Scotia? Hello. Okay, so why don't we get started with the announcements and we'll do some stamping. So, announcements. Number one, we're getting close to the deadline for the December paper pumpkin. So, if you have never tried paper pumpkin before, that is the best. If you've never stamped before, paper pumpkin is one of the best ways to start with crafting because everything you need is inside the box. So this was November's box. December's box will not be Halloween themed because it'll arrive too late for the holidays, but it looks super cute. It's actually using a builder stamp set, so you'll learn how to kind of build images with your stamp set, and you'll make 9 cards with that kit, and everything you need is inside. So how the paper pumpkin works is that you'll open it up, and inside there's like beautiful tissue paper, so it makes you feel like you're getting a real fancy present. There'll be a stamp set. There'll be an ink spot so that you can stamp. There'll be any embellishments you need, adhesive that you need, and then all the instructions. So last night, I actually got together over Zoom with some people from Thunder Bay, and we made our November boxes. And so what's so satisfying is that everything's in the box, and at the end, you end up with the cutest little things. So this is, oh, let me get it for you here. So this is what we crafted last night. Sorry, hopefully you can still hear me. This is what we crafted last night. And the kit even came with the little cello bag, so I only had to supply the little candies inside. So I'm excited because I'm going to give these to kind of the personal support workers that help with my mother-in-law, and hopefully I'll have extras to give to some girls in my church group. So I was so happy. Oh my gosh, you haven't done it yet, Sarah? Okay, you have to get it. I must never get to, I must have put it to get one monthly. I have the last one. I haven't even opened it yet. Okay, you need to open it, my friend, because look at how cute it is. And you want to do it in time to be able to hand it out to your friends for the holidays, the neighbors. And I cannot express how easy it is. And Sarah, I know you have a little one. So yeah, open it right now. While I'm crafting, you can craft too. I know you have a little one. It's something your daughter can do with you too. It is so great. So sorry, but that was November's kit. I'm talking about it as if you can get it. You can't get November's kit, but maybe you have FOMO because, or whatever that term is, you feel bad that you missed it. So don't miss December's kit. Okay, make sure, just message me and I'll help you with that because the deadline is December the 10th and it looks super cute. Okay, next announcement I want to tell you about is my classes for January and early February are now open. Actually, no, I didn't put the February one in yet, but I will. I'll get to it. But anyway, let me tell you what's happening in January. So I'm trying, I don't know whether I always succeed, but I'm trying to take it a little slower once we get closer to Christmas Day. So, oh, I may as well announce now. So next week, I don't think I'll be hopping on at 2 p.m. next week on Tuesday because my girlfriend from Scotland has flown in and the, there's three of us that were roommates together. I think we're going to try to get together because she's in town. So what I might do for next week on Tuesday is I might do the live like really early in the morning before I drive my daughter to her co-op. So maybe like at 7 a.m. or something like that, I'll hop on. So it doesn't rhyme. It's not Tuesday at 2. Maybe it'll be Tuesday at 7 a.m. Because I do have a project to share. So keep your eye open for that. Just don't be surprised next week. I won't be on at 2 p.m. Okay, I might be on either at 7 a.m. or yeah, that's probably what I'll do because the other option is that I pre-record the video and have it post at 2 p.m., but that just seems like extra work because I'd have to do it and then upload it. Why don't I just go live? And it's more fun when we're live because even if you are awake at 7, if you are awake at 7 a.m. and watching, we can still connect. So that's for next week. But as it gets closer to Christmas, I might kind of be less and less in my craft cave working, doing my blog posts or things like that. I might be more in my craft cave crafting for friends and family, or I don't even like baking, but at this time of year, I might do some baking. I might hit the mall and do some shopping. So I just want to, my head has been already thinking about what's happening in January because December is already like, I know it just started, but to me, I'm already thinking, oh, it's almost over. I gotta get ready for January. So let me tell you what's happening in January. I am super excited about this class because it is like an amazing value, number one. And number two, I think it's super cute to get ready for spring and it's just got kind of springy colors. Now, if you guys like surprises and you want to take this class, don't look, just close your eyes. But I'm going to show a quick sneak peek of my counting sheep class. So counting sheep, let me get the stamp set, was a stamp set that was available in a previous celebration. So you were only able to get it if you placed a $60 order. And then the coordinating dies, you would have had to place another $60 order to get the dies. So some of you may not have gotten either of those items, or some of you may have only gotten one, but not the other one. Some of you may have gotten both, but you need ideas on how to use this cute stamp set. So let me get the stamp set and the dies to show you so that you can see. So what I did is I designed, okay, I don't know where I put it. Da-da-da, is it here? Okay, I'll have to get one from here to show you. Da-da-da. Okay, so this is the stamp set. I know I was just using it, but anyway, this is the stamp set, and there's dies that coordinate with each of these images, plus there's bonus dies that cut out other things. You will get both of those items included in the class. So you get a whole stamp set, you'll get the coordinating dies, you'll get to make 4 cute cards, at least I think they're cute. And I am a pink sort of subtles girl, so I used all these like sweet springy colors. So you can kind of create and make these cute cards. So you'll get all 4 of the make and take packets for these cute cards, plus you'll get the stamp set, plus you'll get the dies, plus you get 2 sets of blends markers because I'm going to include the blends markers, the pale papaya. I'm using a little bit of it there. And of course, we need the smoky slate to color in his face. So that's all included, and it's only $40. So that's what I mean, that it's an amazing value class. So I hope you guys will take advantage of that. Oh, great. Lindsay says she just registered. It is totally your style, these cute little sheep. Um, it's perfect for the spring. Yes. And I did add an add-on. So when you register, if you want, you can tack on this cute little mini cut and emboss machine for a discounted price. Because I really think even if you've never stamped before, you can do these cards because I will pre-cut everything for you. I'll write up the tutorials. I'll give you the photographs. And so all you really need, because it comes with the stamp set and the dies, all you really need to add on is a black ink pad and this little mini cut and emboss machine. And even if you have nothing else in your house, you're going to be able to make these 4 cute cards because I will pre-cut. If there's extra embossing like this one has, I'll do it for you. And you can either pick it up from me in Markham or just tack on the extra shipping and it will be mailed to your door. Okay, so I'm excited about that because really, you guys know I love these little sheep. I did a whole Tuesday at 2 kind of series on them. And so, what a cute box set. Yes, that's right. Okay, so that's one class. Next class to know about is, guys, a new catalog is coming. It is coming, going live January the 3rd. It's a tradition here in my Stampin' for Fun world that I do a stamp camp event every time there's a new catalog. And what we do is we make 10 different cards, and every card is different and uses new product. It could be new paper, it could be new embellishments. Um, like guaranteed, I'm going to use a minimum of 10 different stamp sets. So if you haven't signed up for Stamp Camp yet, sign up. It was designed kind of BC, before COVID, when we used to get together in a church basement, have lunch, have these amazing stamping demonstrations. So now it's gone kind of like socially safe in that you can, if you live locally, you can come and pick a stamping slot time to come in person. I've rented a hall at my church and you have a time slot to kind of stamp the pieces, and at least you'll see other people, maybe a little bit from a distance. So that, but everyone has to wear a mask. So I think there's going to be like 2 people per table because anyway, those are the details. If you're coming in person, maybe you don't need to know those actual details. But if you're long distance, so if you come in person, you can use my stamps and ink. So you'll actually get to see the new stamp sets I'm using from the new catalog. I placed a huge pre-order. Those of you that are demonstrators know we get to order early, and that's part of the like thrill. So I did buy a lot of stuff because I couldn't choose. I couldn't choose. There were so many things I wanted. So I can't wait to get my hands on them and play and create these 10 different cards. So if you come in person, you can use my stamps and ink and stamp your pieces. But either way, even if you're long distance, we're all going to meet on Zoom on Sunday, January the 23rd. We'll watch 2 inspiring stamping demonstrations that also showcase a particular suite or bundle in the new catalog, and then we'll assemble the 10 cards. Okay, those of you who come in person, you might not need to stay for the second part because you might have already assembled your cards in person, but so that gives both options. So if you're long distance, don't worry if you don't have all 10 of the stamp sets. You don't need to. I've done it several times now. The pandemic has dragged on. We've done it several times. And even those who are long distance have told me they still really enjoy it because they've been able to substitute with other sets they have. And I just really focus on making sure everything's die cut, embossed, and they still get a good flavor of the new catalog because of the new papers I use, the new embossing folders I use, all of that. Okay, so that is Stamp Camp. You can always find all my class registrations at linktree/stampin for fun. I'll show the link in a minute. linktr.ee/stampin for fun. And you can click the upcoming class link there. Although I just realized I literally just today made the new new class schedule, and I don't think I linked it up to my link tree, but I will right after this call. But you can just tell me in the comments if anything catches your eye. Okay, and if you're on my email newsletter list, I would have emailed out the class schedule as well. Okay, so who's ready for some? Oh, sorry, I almost forgot the biggest news of all. Tomorrow, Stampin' Up! Has announced free shipping day. Okay, I always think free shipping day is like, this is supposed to be a unicorn. Sorry, it's like seeing a unicorn. So it's very rare because Stampin' Up! Has to pay for shipping and they don't normally give it free. So this must be like a holiday present to us because it's so rare. So one day only. Tomorrow is the day, free shipping, order $65 and more. Okay, so it's not hard to get to $65. Just tack on some paper, the essentials that you need: Wink Stella, adhesives, cardstock, okay? And if you want to upgrade any of your ink pads, anything like that, free shipping, free direct shipping. Okay, so I almost forgot to tell you. Okay, so now I told you. Go ahead, if you know the things you want and you've got a running list going, go ahead and message me today if you need my help inputting, just so that I can kind of be organized tomorrow. It's only 24 hours. The last thing I wanted to say, oh, woo woot, thanks, Debbie. Something else I wanted to say. It's about the free shipping. It's about free shipping, 24 hours. Because not just the basics, but Stampin' Up! Has updated the clearance rack and as well the last chance list. So the holiday mini catalog is on a bye-bye, farewell, retiring, many things not to be seen again. So that is another excuse to shop tomorrow during the free shipping because things on the last chance list and clearance rack are while supplies last. So you're going to want to shop early. And of course, if you shop online, I do like to have an online ordering special each month. That's my way to say thank you for you kind of figuring out my online store and placing the order yourself and having it direct shipped to you. So my online ordering special for December is that you will get 4 card kits so that you can enjoy. And guess what cards they are? I got so much positive feedback about my Eden's Garden demonstrations last month that the 4 cards are going to be those. So let me show you. So you have to be very careful here. That big box of new product is literally right there. So I had to reach over the table and kind of step over it. So do you guys remember last month I focused on the Eden's Garden product? I should actually buy more paper. So these are the cards that you will receive pre-cut, everything die cut, embossed, whatever for you. Can you see them there? So this is the December online ordering special. If you decide to place your order online and your order is over $60, but remember tomorrow for free shipping, it needs to be over $65 to get the free shipping, I will cut and prep and mail these cards out to you. Everything will be pre-cut for you. You just use your own stamp set and ink to finish them off. So I would recommend that you add on the Eden's Garden stamp set when you're shopping, because then you can have your cards look like mine. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so I think I can flip this camera over and we can do some stamping. Good to see you. If you're just joining in, go ahead and write in the comments because you will always be entered into just a little door prize for some happy mail, because I so appreciate your comments. I love reading them, especially during this health crisis. It makes me feel closer to people that we're sharing stamping together. So thank you so much. Keep commenting even if you're watching the replay. Hi, Mark. Okay, so let's flip this camera over. Oh, okay, sorry about that giant shadow. So that's that link, but I'll have to update it with the Counting Sheep class, but you can just write it in the comments too. Okay, so I'm excited. So are you guys curious what the product of the month is this month? So I really thought long and hard about what the product of the month should be this month. And I decided to throw a curveball because I could not pick just one product. I couldn't. So I thought what I need to do is I'm just going to focus and pick a different sort of product each week, or products, plural, But the theme is that everything's going to come from the last chance list, because I think it's really important that everybody knows some things are retiring and they won't come back. Hi, Sharon. So um, I think we need to just focus on that. So who's excited? I'm excited. So today I'm actually going to be using probably 3 retiring products today, just so that you can take a peek. One of them is this Heartfelt Wishes Stamp set. Sorry, just trying to get the glare away from there. This was one of my favorites from the holiday catalog. I really loved the font. So I did check, and it is on the retiring list. So it's your last chance to get that. So we're going to use that today. And then this one, the Words of Cheer, it's also on the last chance list, I believe. So the stamp set is retiring, and also these coordinating dies, which I feel a little sad I didn't use them as much as I would have wanted to. They've got some words here. They've got these great elements. Okay, so I'll show you some samples that I've made with this, but why don't we get started with our project today? Okay, and then there's actually a third retiring product we're going to use on our card today, and it is the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. So my pack is all well loved and used, but it's got very traditional reds and greens in it. So I checked yesterday and it was still available, but just a reminder that all things on the last chance list are while supplies last. So who knows? Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use this is a quick and simple card, but it made me happy to make it because it's clean. I like clean, simple, straight lines. There's no wild angles on this card. You guys know me. If you watch me regularly, you'll know I'm like a straight and narrow, follow the rules kind of person. Every now and then I'll put something on an angle, but sometimes it gives me the heebie-jeebies to do that. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Making a card. So simple, so satisfying. It's just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock that I cut in half at 5.5, and I scored it at 4.25. Okay, so I'm just using the regular Stampin' Up! Trimmer. There's no real magic with that. And then I like to layer my cards so that it's not just one flat piece, just to have some different layers. So I'm going to grab this Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper, and I'm going to use this pattern here. Okay, this one is a nice polka dot pattern too. All our Designer Series paper, it's actually double-sided, so you can always pick which side you want. It's kind of fun that way. So I'm going to create a layer on top of my card. And it's going to be, this layer is going to be 4 inches by 5.25 inches. So that just gives a nice 1/4-inch border all around. And I feel like the red and the white, it just gives a nice dramatic effect there. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down as we start to build our card. So just remember, last chance items pretty much mean last chance. So if there's something you love, and some of the last chance items are 50% off, up to 50% off. So you really are going to have to make sure you go to my online store. Just go to this link and click shop and browse my online store or something, and it'll take you there and you can check. There's a specials column. Click that, or maybe it's a happening now column. I'm not sure. Check that and go to the last chance list, and you'll be able to see which things are discounted. Okay. Yeah, see, even the paper is almost like wrapping paper, right? It's like got such a pretty design. Okay, so I'm going to continue to layer. So I'm going to use some regular, so our thick basic white cardstock, I tend to use it for the card bases if I need a white card base. It just feels a little heavier. It's called the thick basic white. But when I'm just doing kind of regular layers on top, then I just use our regular basic white. Whoa, piece of basic black got hidden in there. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so let me grab that. Okay, so I always keep both in my craft cave. I've got the thick and the regular because it depends on, what project I'm making. It will depend which one I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to go with 4¼ inches by 3 inches. Okay, so it just creates like a little rectangle layer. Okay, 4¼ by 3 inches. And then I'm going to do another layer, 1/4 inch smaller, and I'm going to use our real red cardstock just to kind of go with our designer series paper. So let me see, what did I say the white one was? It was 4¼ by 3. So this one will be 2¾ by 4 inches. Hopefully I did that correctly. Yep. Okay. So see, Stampin' Up makes me happy. Real red, basic white. It's looking great so far. And then I'm going to keep going with another basic white layer. And I'm going to go down another 1/4 inch. Okay, so this time it's 2½ by 3¾ Okay, so really, this is a very, like if you're just getting started with card making, this is a very classic kind of card layout where you can just use a card base, place a piece of designer series paper, and then cut and layer these rectangles. Okay, so I'm going to do my stamping on this layer here. Okay, and what I love about this card is this is a stamps, ink, and paper card. I'm not using anything fancy, super duper fancy. It's really stamps, ink, and paper. So the stamps that I'm going to use is the words of cheer, and I'm going to take this large floral image. Hey, Kat, I'm glad you can watch live too. Okay, so we'll just take this, and this is a photopolymer stamp set. Whenever I use purplish colors or reddish colors, it does stain the stamp, but don't worry, it doesn't affect the quality. It doesn't affect the ability of the stamp to give a clean image. So I'm just going to stick it onto our block. So anytime you buy any of our stamps, you need to make sure that you are getting a block as well. And to keep everything coordinated, because that's the power of Stampin' Up! Products, is that I'm going to use the real red ink to coordinate with the cardstock and the designer series paper. Okay, and it's so easy. I'm just going to tap. So you don't need superhuman powers to get the ink pad. You literally just tap and stamp. I'm just going to stamp on the top portion. Okay, so I didn't get the whole image. I just got part of it. I'm going to ink it up again, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing, but kind of on the bottom. Okay, I'm just trying to think how I want it to look here. See that? Isn't that so pretty? This really shows off the detail in the stamp. It shows off the crisp color. It really just, so satisfying. I love stamping so much because I think part of the reason why is because I'm not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, not even close. So the fact that I can still say that I made this, but I didn't have to draw anything, like I just, it looks so great. Okay, so let me grab this favorite of mine, the Heartfelt Wishes, and I'm just going to put the sending love sentiment here. Originally, I was thinking, if we used a different stamp set, we could totally make it a Valentine's card, right? So, but this, just with the poinsettias and all of that, I thought it would work pretty well as a holiday card. Okay, but sometimes it's nice that your holiday card doesn't say Merry Christmas. Maybe there's too many Merry Christmases, or maybe somebody doesn't celebrate Christmas. So a generic sentiment like sending love is also great too. And I'm just inking it up in our black ink, Memento Black, and straight down and straight up. See the font there? So happy. And so the difference between this one, this is a rubber stamp. This is a photopolymer stamp. So our rubber stamps, Stampin' Up! Calls them cling stamps because there is a sticker that you stick on the back to help it cling to the block. So although you can't see right through the way that you can with a photopolymer, you still get a really good idea about where to stamp. because Stampin' Up trims their stamps. So the rubber is not like a rectangle that you see whatever at those dollar stores or whatever. It's not like that. It's already trimmed to the image, and the sticker is, that extra piece of insurance to help you to know where everything is. So it doesn't bother me either way that it's rubber. You still know where to stamp, you still know where to aim, and the rubber is super high quality and deeply etched, so you know you're going to get a clean, crisp image. So here we go. So I'm using the seal adhesive, which you just roll and do with a flick of your wrist there. We'll layer this on. And that is our card for today, using 3 different last chance products. So if you haven't taken a look at the last chance list and what's updated on the clearance rack, make sure to do that. Just go to my link, linktree/stampin' for fun. There's a dot between the R and the EE, and go ahead and browse my store. Take advantage of the online shopping special. Take advantage of free shipping tomorrow. So it's if you're watching the replay, tomorrow might not be the right day. So I should give you the actual date of free shipping. It is December the 8th, only for 24 hours, and it's with Mountain Time. Okay, so there we go. That's our card today. So Mountain Time, 24 hours only, December the 8th, free shipping. And don't miss out on grabbing those last chance items, those clearance rack items, and just really taking advantage of free shipping. Who doesn't love free shipping? Oh, I'm glad you like. Yeah, it's simple and classy, right? Like I'm thinking I could pump out quite a few of these if I need some last minute cards. I did get quite a few cards out. If you shopped with me this past year, hopefully you got a card inviting you to my customer appreciation. So I am now in mass production for the party packets for the appreciation event. So thank you to everybody who RSVP'd, whether you're attending the virtual version or the in-person version. And let me show you some of the other great samples I have using this Words of Cheer bundle that is retiring. So those of you that took this class, this was a class that I did with Jennifer Cotton. So here are some of the other cards that I've made using the Words of Cheer set. Okay, so see this, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's like a filler image that you can use to fill in the outline image with a different color. That's what those things are there. Okay. I think these ones were colored in with the blends markers. So don't forget, blends markers are so fun to use, and you get 2 of them free in my sheep class coming up. Okay, so here's another one. Okay, so these are all different card designs using that Words of Cheer set, which is retiring. I actually really love the words. Oh, here, you can see this one too. Okay, see how the words, so the dies actually are 2 layered. There's like the part that does kind of the middle, and then there's a part that kind of does like a thicker outline. It kind of gives it like a bubble lettering effect. Okay, so those are some cards using the Words of Cheer, so you don't want to miss that. And this was our card that we made today. And if you joined late, where are my sheep cards? Where did I put them? Oh, yes, here they are. And if you joined late, you might not have heard my special amazing value class that I'm offering is my counting. Oh, don't look if you like surprises. I always feel like, sometimes people, when they get the class kit, they don't want to know what the cards look like. But I think it's kind of fun because I was so happy when I made them. I was so happy. I'll just do a quick peek again. So I'll cut and prep everything for you. You'll get these 4 cards all prepped for you, and you will get the Counting Sheep stamp set along with the coordinating dies for only $40. Okay, and you have the option of adding on the mini cut and emboss machine to that class, because if you've never stamped before, it's a great one to just use the dies right away. They all fit in here, and then you can cut out. So here's an example of what you would use to cut out, right? Like these little, for example, these little clouds, you can cut them out. Um, like this little balloon here, you can cut it out. So if you've never stamped before, you can still get that class. Just add on the cut and emboss machine and add on a black ink pad, and you'll be ready to roll. Okay, so I think that is, I'm sure I forgot something. I was trying to tell myself I had so many things to share. That's right. You are right, Sarah. So the sheep and the dies, they were a freebie during celebration last time, but I know not everybody was able to nab them last time, and I had a few extra, so I thought this is a great way for me to use my extra sheep sets. So that's the other thing about my special sheep class. It's only while supplies last because I only have a few. So don't wait to register if you want that. Okay, so have a great afternoon, everybody. Just a reminder, free shipping tomorrow, Wednesday, December the 8th, and next week, December the 14th, I will not be live at 2 p.m. I will be going live probably earlier at 7 a.m. because I already have my project all prepared to show you. I'll still be focusing on last chance items, although the problem is I prepared it now, and by the time I show it next week, the item might be gone, but that's okay. I'm sure you'll still enjoy the inspiration. So, and then the week after that, I think the week after that I'll be able to hop on, but then the following week I will probably not because it'll really be in the throes of the holiday season and my son will be home and there'll be lots going on there. So, but I'll keep you posted. I do like to connect with you and don't hesitate to reach out and message me anytime. Thanks for joining me. I'm so happy to share Stampin' with you and we'll talk soon. Have a great day. Bye.